I'm going to try not to use the mic, so the eyes of an addict look eerily like the eyes of a hungry lion. And his eyes once looked like a lion's every time I saw them. When Aaron got out of rehab, he sobered up and shaved off hair that had been growing out of his untamed brain since the 9th grade. For some reason I couldn't explain, he put it on his head, and I prayed to God that what lay beneath the surface wasn't dead. And I don't mean the addict, but the wild beast who once carried the world dangling in his jaws. What happened to the wilderness that grew through him? When we drive down the Big Sur to climb trees perched on cliffs at midnight, we used to swim naked in the Carmel surf and howl under the winter full moon because risking hypothermia seemed interesting and people just didn't. Aaron once lived as if passion was the only nutrition, and when he ate it, it made his hair grow wild, and passion blared through his eyes like the eyes of a lion glow, like coals in the night. Now I was afraid. He had traded in his long, flowing mane for the halo surrounding 2 A's on the cover of an addict's recovery manual. It's taken 12 steps to replace the 2 paws which he once used to shape the pavement savanna of the San Francisco, Californian plains. His roars could make the city street lamps sway. And now I'm afraid he's not the same. And Aaron says, it's better this way. And I know that's true. So how can I still miss the beauty that once accompanied disaster, the lion that once destroyed everything in his path, including himself? Aaron says, I'm happier this way. And I tell him, Aaron, I don't know what to say. I tell him this when I know exactly what to say. That there's a reason we shoot wild beasts when they're loose in our streets. How we acknowledge a lion's beauty only behind caged bars and television screens. But Aaron, I'm only human. I'm not strong enough to say this. And instead, tears approach the outsides of my lips like shards of glass, formed by my hot face and the sands of words I search for to say, Aaron, you used to be an animal. Your eyes, spread-eagled in midair to pounce. Your eyes, soaring through the sky were the Earth's ambassadors to the heavens, and they mediated the connection between the outside world of men and your internal animalism. And so, Aaron, I write an elegy for your eyes, because I'm afraid you've merely replaced addiction with dependence on normalcy, passion with the will of society, and I'm afraid to wonder if there's any part of your passion that hasn't evaporated from your eyes with the alcohol that society hasn't claimed. But I stayed silent, kept the elegy on page, because these thoughts to me seem inhuman. But even Aaron's empty eyes could read them on my face. And he said, Max, all that had to evaporate was my pride. And even if I looked like a lion with a powerful mane, on the inside I didn't know my own name, and when I did, I couldn't recognize my eyes. They were like animals, Max, and they scared me, and I just wanted to be happy. And I tell him, I'm happy if you're happy. But we can both tell that I'm afraid of the inhuman words that silently trace my eyes in stark sobriety. Aaron, I can't help but miss the animal you used to be. Thanks.